Hello and thank you for joining me for your daily tarot. So today we're taking a look at how you can unstuck yourself. So as always, you only fit the reading for where it resonates for you, and don't try and force fit a reading to fit in with your situation, okay? Right, so what is the energy of our collective at this time, please? Can you have a card for our collective's current energy? Judgment. Judgment. That's quite an intense energy to be starting off the read with. I'm not going to lie. See, your current energy, it's telling me that you could be in contemplation mode, observing everything that's going on, maybe not agreeing with certain things as well with this judgment. Now, the way that this card is illustrated, you can see there's like 3 or 4 cats here in a graveyard. And you've got the stone angel in the background and then like a whole bunch of crows. So there seems to be a lot of noise, a lot of chatter that's going on. And you're just quietly observing the chitter-chatter that's going on. The opinions of others. I feel almost like you're quietly judging others or quietly disagreeing with others. Almost too afraid to speak up and say something different from what everyone else is saying. Almost afraid to demonstrate a difference of opinion when it comes down to the popular opinion. What else? Four of Cups, yeah. You're rejecting something. You're rejecting something. Feeling almost on the outskirts of society, possibly. Rejecting the current status quo. Rejecting the way that things are just being done right now. I feel that this energy goes a lot deeper though. It's a lot deeper than what I'm able to pull out of this read. What's going on? The Judgment and the Four of Cups for our collective's energy. That's off center. The Four of Gems, security. Security is off center. Okay. Okay. So there's a message here that's coming through about the false sense of security that others are living through. That's what it is that you don't agree with here. It's like the vast majority of people just tend to go along with the crowd because it's easier, you know. Everyone's afraid at the moment. Everyone's afraid in case they are called out or in case they're cancelled, or you know, it's like people are afraid to hold a different opinion from what is perceived as being the popular opinion. And this could literally be about anything. Anything at all. Security off-center is a false sense of security. Nobody's wanting to upset the apple cart here. It's like pretending everything's okay is better than admitting that nothing's okay, you know? But like I said, this this energy, it feels like it runs a lot deeper than just surface level issues or just reduced down to one major issue. You know, this is the accumulation of lots of issues, of lots of different things. And it's kind of like the collective at the moment is sitting there in quiet contemplation going, why are all these people behaving this way? Why are all these people acting like nothing's wrong? Why is everyone acting like they are a drone? That's how this energy feels for me. It's like with that robin there in that cup, and then there's the sun behind them. It's almost as if you've been waiting. You've been waiting for people to see things for the way that they truly, truly are. You've been waiting for people to, for lack of a better term, you've been waiting for people to wake up. You've felt like you've been on the outskirts for such a long time, like almost like you were the only one who could see what was really going on out there in the world, and everyone else was just ignoring it for so long. But there's evidence here that people are starting to pay attention. Like there's evidence of that here. So this whole time while you've been sitting, waiting, watching, observing, being quiet, saying nothing, you know, holding your tongue, it's like you had this ability within you to not force your opinions on other people. There's definitely this preference to just have others see things for the way that they truly are by themselves. You've been wanting people to come to their own conclusions rather than trying to force reality in their face. Something here is about to topple with this security coming out off center. Something is about to topple. It's about to fall over. Now, I don't know if they mean literally or if that's a metaphor. Okay, I genuinely don't know. As I'm always saying, I'm not a psychic. I'm an intuitive. This is a really complicated energy that's coming through. Okay. Where is it that our collective feels stuck? Can we have a card for why our collective is feeling stuck? Oh, the Ace of Cups. Love, compassion, understanding, empathy. Empathy. Feeling stuck because you are quite possibly an empath, an intuitive, someone who feels everything, someone who is definitely far more aware of what's going on in the world than most. That cat, he's got his paw in that cup. It's like that, it's showing. Again, it's really, really subtle. The paw is in that cup. And because their paw is in the cup, it's caused the water to overfill. Like, it's broken the surface tension that was holding all of that water in the cup. And there's something there within that message about how you have had to orchestrate yourself in such a way that was very, very subtle, but also quite healing and enlightening here for others. And you might have felt stuck because you just assumed that you were alone. Can you tell us more for why our collective felt stuck or feels stuck? Oh. A Ten of Clouds, endings. Okay. So that's the equivalent of the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can indicate betrayals. So no matter how much love or compassion you pour out into the world, it never quite seems to be enough. Or you felt like it was never enough. What's this endings? Eight of Gems, hard work and resilience. I'm surprised the card for exhaustion hasn't come out here. I'm really surprised it's not come out. Because that energy of being exhausted is definitely here in the reading. It's like the energy is saying you've tried lots of different ways. Or you've tried lots of different things to see what would take, to see what would land. You've never given up though. This is something to do with the human condition. It's like you've never given up. You've never given up hope that things are going to get better, that people would start behaving better towards each other. It's like you never gave up that hope. So with that cat breaking that water tension and forcing that cup to overflow by pressing his pouring, I feel that that's you pouring your heart out. Like somehow, through your kindness, through your compassion, almost like you were leading by example, hoping that others would see what it is that you were doing and then follow suit. I feel that your hard work here, though, is paying off. I need to find out what this ending is. What's this endings? What's this endings energy? Oh, okay, so they're saying two. The King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. An ending to the uncertainty, the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. It's a card of victory. But there is new energy here though, because ultimately you've got the Ace of Cups. There is a victory here. And I feel it's a victory for the collective. King of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Something's been going around and around and around in circles, and it's never actually gotten anywhere. And that's what's ending. That's what's ending. If I'm stopping and pausing a lot, by the way, it's because I'm sitting, I'm looking at the cards and I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Because I want to get as much information out of this reading as I possibly can. I feel that there's some kind of decision maker here. There's recognizing, actually, yeah, with us basically repeating history or something like that, it's not working, and that's what needs to end. Tell us more. Partnership. With the 2 of raindrops, partnership. I feel that there's a mutually reached agreement here that's coming in. Because a partnership is only ever going to be successful if both sides of the table reach a mutual agreement, and they can only reach a mutual agreement if they're mutually going to benefit from the decision. Otherwise, it's not a partnership. Because partnerships are built on mutual trust, mutual respect, mutual gain. Anything other than that, it stops becoming a partnership. So there's a mutually agreed state of play that's kicking in, instead of the current state of play, which feels very restrictive. What's the advice here, please, for our collective? Ten of Swords. That's twice that the Ten of Swords has come out. So there's 2 significant endings in this energy, which means that the vast majority of you have felt stuck in more ways than just one. Hence why the energy is very complicated, because it isn't just one thing, it isn't just one issue. It's many, many, many issues. This energy here is reading like a martyr. And purely because you've got the 3 crows there up on the cliff top. And they're elevated above this poor wee cat that's at the bottom of the cliff. Now, obviously, those crows weren't directly responsible for what's happened to that cat, but they were certainly witnesses to it. So the collective is going to be a witness to someone taking the fall, someone being a martyr, someone, I don't know. But it's certainly an ending of the current state of play. But how on earth is that tied into your advice? The Sun, because you're being told to hold on to the hope. That's why it's tied in with your advice. Remain hopeful, remain optimistic, with the Sun coming out. There's also a lot of doves here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm counting 7 doves. Maybe the number 7 is significant. I'm just looking up at my board. 7s are usually about confidence and assessment. But also, personally, for me as a reader, 7s are about resilience. I know that resilience is tied in with 9s. But that's just for me as a reader, because the number 7 is tied in with Robert the Bruce, where he was defeated. But because he refused to give up, he finally managed to succeed, and that was on his 7th try. It's like Spirit's telling you, happiness is coming, joy is coming, hope is returning here. But there's 7 doves, and doves are literally the symbol of peace. I feel that there's positive change around the corner, that the vast majority of people are not actually expecting to happen. Because everyone's focused on this 10 of Swords energy, they're potentially missing out on the beauty of the sun. I mean, as far as energies go, it looks like we're going to go from one extreme to the next. Because this energy here is all dark, it's sad, it's barren. And then this one is much more of a sunny disposition. It's literally springtime, you know. There's abundance, there's heat, growth, warmth. There's also the message of freedom and flight with the doves. One extreme to the next. It's like Spirit's telling you all, do not despair. Do not lose hope. Do not despair. What's under there? The moon. Yeah, there's something here going on that's still concealed. There's something going on that we're not yet able to see. With this moon being the overall energy. And I love this because you've got this domestic cat that's catching a reflection of himself in the moon, and the reflection that's looking back at him is this the cheetah, which is the big cat version of that little tabby cat. So it's kind of like when we all look inside ourselves, we realize that actually we're a lot more powerful than we individually give ourselves credit for. You know, it's like inside every tiny little domestic tabby cat, there's a lion that's just waiting to come out. It proper is that message there. It's very cute. And again, another strange symbol. You've got the bird cage there in the corner, but there's nothing in it. It's an empty bird cage. The bird that was in there is currently up in the sky, flying and enjoying its freedom. So it's like you're only trapped if you allow yourself to be trapped. You're only trapped if you want to be trapped. Yeah, because you got that, look, in the corner, goldfish with an upturned wine glass. That goldfish is stuck. That goldfish is trapped. Because obviously it needs the water that's in that glass there to survive. But it's like Spirit's telling you, but you're not that goldfish. You're that bird. Or the cat that is capable of far more than what you give yourself credit for. See, that bird cage and that upturned glass, they're symbols. They're very powerful symbols that Spirit's showing you. Okay. So there's a lot that's still concealed. Okay, can we have a healing message for our collective, please? It's also a message about the unseen. and having trust in the unseen. Interesting. Have trust in the unseen. Have trust in what it is that you don't see. Because it's still to be revealed. There's a lot more revelations that are yet to come, basically. Spirit guides, endurance and flow. Yeah. I'm feeling with this message here, either you're being pushed to your limit, or this is just the energy of people in general. People in general feel like they've been pushed to their limit. And then you've got flow with overflow there. Let's take a look at the flow message. So the numbers are 52, 02 and 66. Just in case anyone's interested in the numerology side of things. 66. Flow, calmness, allowing. This card indicates it's a time to just be. A time to let go and allow yourself to be free of judgment, restrictions, limitations and stress. Which is interesting because literally your first card that came out was judgment. Allow flow to occur to take away your stress, tensions and fears. All is what it is meant to be. Okay. All is what is meant to be. When you let go and allow the flow to take you to where you're meant to go, instead of pushing yourself to where you think you should be going, and to allow a higher energy to step in and guide you. This higher presence can see the path before you that you don't see. Allow this presence into your life and watch as magnificent things unfold. Things become easier when we flow with them instead of pushing them. Spirit's message is clear. Remain calm and grounded, and you will find your flow. And yeah, you've got spirit guides here as well. It's divine protection. Something is playing out here, either in your life personally or on a much bigger scale. Again, take your pick because it's going to resonate differently for all of you. But I feel that it was somewhat planned out. And I don't mean by the hand of a human or the hand of people. I feel that something here is playing out the exact way that it should be playing out. Intriguing. What else for our collective, please? Oh, that one definitely wants to come out. I've not even had a chance to shuffle the deck yet. I do love it when decks are eager to speak like that. I'll do a shuffle anyway and pull you another one. Okay. So the one that wanted to come out was, there's 3 ways to fail at everything in life. Number 1, complain about everything. Number 2, blame others for your problems. And number 3, be grateful. Today's to-dos: number 1, don't complain about shit. Number 2, take full responsibility for everything in your life. Number 3, be grateful for shit. Tonight's to-dos: number 1, look at yourself in the mirror. Number 2, see how hot you are for yourself. And number 3, be grateful for your bad self. It's all about perspective, isn't it? So you want to be a badass? Show your heart to everyone. It takes a lot of courage to be authentic in this world. Showing your heart doesn't mean that you're soft all the time, or that you're a hot mess or a doormat. It means that you're showing up fully as yourself. You know what's weak, AF? Living a fake-ass life trying to please others. Yeah. This is somebody getting really pissed off with the current state of play where people are just so inauthentic, and yet hammering on about how great they are, or how this, that and the next they are, and there's no substance to them. Or someone's getting fucked off with the current state of play of everyone just agreeing with shit that they don't genuinely agree with, just to be liked, just to be popular, just as they don't go against the grain, you know? And then we've got this quiet collective who's observing all of this going on around them, and they're like, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? When are people gonna start just doing things differently? Because the current state of play cannot continue. Like, the shit that people accept, they shouldn't just be accepting. Like, it isn't right. Anyway, that reading was very heavy, a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I don't know what else I can say about that energy. It's a little bizarre. But yeah, if you did enjoy the video, if you found it useful or helpful for you, then please do let me know by clicking like on the video. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel as well if you did find use in that reading and you want to see more. My website for personal readings is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Our Patreon page is up and running as it should be, so no more problems over there, thankfully. Yeah, you can come and join us over there for all of the free bonus content, and of course all of the links on everything that I've just mentioned you're going to find in my description box below. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.